VTGN stock reached a new 52-week high of $24.71. This exceeded the previous high of $10.3 by $14.41, and it is 1,425.31% above the 52-week low of $1.62. All of these are on the news that the company disclosed its top-line results from Phase 3 Palisade 2 trial of vistagen nasal spray in social anxiety disorder, and it met primary and secondary endpoints. You can see this is their pipeline, and this is vistagen here, FDA fast track designation granted, and this is where they are right now. And they also have another drug that also has that designation. Yeah, that's what we are looking at right now. At some point, as I indicated earlier on, it had a gain of 1,200%, probably in the pre-market session of today, the 7th of August. Right now, it has given up a good number of half of all those gains. It ran up. The gain is now 679%. Let's have a look at the 1 minute chart and see what we're talking about here. You can see this is the highs of the session. As a matter of fact, actually the gain was more than 1,200%. So because at some point it reached this high of more than $16. Is it not? This is where it is. Yes, somewhere around here, $18.71. So it is astronomical. But expect the stock to give up much of those gains. That's what we're looking at right now. And amongst other things as well, is a very small, it's very low float, very low float. You can see that 7.985. This is just the shares outstanding. It could be, the float could even be less than that. And another thing you can also expect is that they are going to try and raise funds in the coming days. In other words, if that is the case, then you definitely have to be it definitely implies that the potential funds that were maybe hedge funds or institutions that are going to provide the funds were probably the ones that probably got into this amongst others who drove up this price, and yeah, that's probably what we're looking at, in the hope that they'll begin to redeem their investments from this sort of levels. So at some point, yes, as I indicated earlier on, as you saw, it reached up to $18 or thereabout. So it's now cooling off. Okay, let's have a look at the 45-minute chart, and we might be able to 50-minute chart. Let's see, you might be able to see how things panned out in this session. Yeah, okay, at 15 minutes chart, I was only had a record of 20. You can see that $23.38. This was as a matter of fact, it was not even in the pre-market session. Not even in the pre-market session. It was in the regular session. $23.11, $23.11. So let's look at the 30-minute chart and see what we're talking about here. 23. Okay, we saw 23 on the 15-minute chart. Okay, we have 21.82 on the 30-minute chart. That's the peak. And let's look at the 45-minute and see what we saw. What was printed there. Okay, yes, pretty much the same thing. $23.32. That's what was printed there. Let's look at the 1 minute chart and see. Okay, there are still more upper projections. There are more upper projections than on the downward projections on this 1 minute chart. So there's a downward projection all the way towards $15.81. Below that, we have 14.65. Below that, we have 14.26, 13.95. 13.76, 13.52, 13.25, 12.83, all the way down to $11.68. And all of these are on the 1 minute chart. So upper projection of 15.81. On the 1 day chart, it has algos are not calculating anything further. They are not calculating anything further. Maybe as I indicated earlier on, expect the stock to retrace, to cool off from these highs. It is enormous. It has run up an enormous amount of gain. $22 gain at some point, $22 gain on top of what it was, almost 22. I call it approximately $21 gain. That is, do the maths, from 1.63 to $23. That is infinitely astronomical. And this is amongst other things because it has a very 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 low float as well. So aggression, and amongst other things as well, aggression, using market order to get into the stock. Fear of missing out. You're not going to, if you have a fear of missing out, then you're probably not going to be trading with limit orders. It's going to be market orders, and those are just aggressive transactions. They will end up driving up the stock. That's driving up the price. And thinning out the market. So the market definitely is very thin right now because thin for those who want to get into the stock with limit orders. It is not, there isn't anything that they can they can't get involved in the stock with that, so as a matter of fact, as a result of that, the price just goes way beyond such market participants. Okay, let's look at the 45. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Do we have projections there? Yeah, we have projections there. It is, look at that, very very ambitious. $102.36, $102.36. Before that is 67.02. Before that we have 55.25, all the way towards the closest to where it is 24.1. It's the sort of level it got to. It printed on its on this 15-minute chart. So it is something else. Okay, let's look at the 30-minute chart. There are no projections. There are upper projections, and they are way up, way above where it is now. We have 58.32 on the 30-minute chart. Let's look at the 45-minute chart. Let's look at the 45-minute chart and see what we have for VTGN 45-minute chart. Let's see. Okay, there are no projections on the 45-minute chart. On the 45-minute chart, it is trading its for the 10 period moving average. So once again, let's return to the 1 minute and see what projections are. It is cooling off. The gain is now only 658%. Upper projection on the 1 minute chart is 15.83. On the 15-minute chart, let's see what it is there. On 15-minute chart, we have a projection of 102.1. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. As I indicated earlier on, there's every chance, every likelihood that the company is going to probably want to cash in on this pump that has happened, and when that happens, you might see a retracement. So I can imagine also, all of these are in line with my speculation that they're going to try to raise funds. So if that is the case, then for sure some institutions are definitely involved in this huge rally, and they're also going to be involved in the pullback that is imminent. So highly ambitious upper projection of 102.1. What are the chances that this can occur? Well, never say never. It has already reached $23 already from 1.63. So 102.1, well, is quite likely. It's if it has run up, if it has gone from 1.63 to $23, then there's you can say the chance of that of getting to 102.1 doesn't seem outrageous anymore. Doesn't sound outrageous anymore. Yeah. So VTGN stock disclosed that its Its drug fast dianol met primary and secondary endpoints and was well tolerated, and I think they got a fast track designation from the FDA. So that is why we are looking at the gains of the gains run up in this session. Just so see what you make of all of these, and I'll definitely continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.